I propose to get started and work on your profile. The first important page is your profile page. And on your profile page, the first point is to input a professional picture. So again, sometimes I see some of my students putting a beautiful picture of them on the beach or on vacation, etc. Okay, we are on a social network, yes, but it's a professional social network, so you need to have a professional picture. So your portrait. The second point is that as we speak for picture, you have as well the possibility to put a large picture as a background. So here you can choose something that is meaningful to you, related to your work, to your passion, professional passion. And I indicate on the screen here how to edit with this little pen that is on top right of the profile. Okay? Then when this is done, you can work on your headline. So what you have to know is that by default, the headline will be your current job title. But it's your choice to input something else. So up to you to reflect and decide if you want to have the description of yourself that you want to have. This is a kind of summary of your working identity. This might need some reflection, and this might change as well over time. Another point you can see on your profile that there's a name of a company. So my name is the Inspiration Lab. There's a name of a company, and there's a name of one of your schools. Okay, so we will see later that you can change that. For instance, in the education section that we will see later, if you scroll down, you will see it. In the section education, the first school that appears on this section of your profile will be listed at the top. So you might choose the school that you are most proud of or that is most relevant to your working identity. Same for the company. And then a little bit lower, you have this about section. So very important section. Many of my students are reluctant to write anything here, yet it's a way to summarize who you are as a professional person. It's a place where you can express what you want to express about yourself and explain to potential connections or recruiters or professionals who you are as a professional person. So here, I think that it's worth taking time to look at different profiles, see what's most appealing for you, make a list of what you want to say, and reflect. Spend a little time on this. This is quite important. It's a way to talk about your story. Then we go down one step further to the experience section. And here you have the different jobs you already performed. So I know that as a young professional or a student, you might have only one or two lines, but it's worth mentioning your internship, mentioning summer jobs in the beginning, and including in the description what you learned from it. What did you do? What were the main tasks? And what did you learn from it? This will help recruiters and professionals understand the way you work, what you know already. And I had a question from a student last year telling me, okay, I'm not very proud of all this internship and small jobs, short in time. I don't want to put anything. Yet, it's important for professionals to understand that you have already experienced a company that you have already worked with others in a team, researched, brought some deliverables. So it's really important that you take time to think about each of your professional experiences and try to figure out what you learned from it and what task you performed so that you can input it in your profile. You don't need to write 20 lines per job, but maybe a few lines, maybe 3, 4, 5 lines for each of your experiences. And then you can see on the screen at the moment, I mentioned as well where you can change the order of this section with these small lines. Then we move on the education part. So here again, you might input different lines according to the universities you've been in, up to you. You can as well make some links, bring some links to the site or the description of the program you followed. Don't hesitate to make it rich. And you have as well another section which is called licenses and certifications. And if you had some additional learning experiences, maybe a MOOC, maybe a short learning on LinkedIn or on other institutes, it's the place to input your certifications. And a third section on this page that you see on the screen, which is accomplishment. And here you have languages, organization, honor and award, and publication. Languages, I would like to insist on the fact that you include your native language. It's quite important. If you speak 2 or 3 languages, it's quite important to include as well your native language, and you will see that when you input the languages, you can select the level, the proficiency of your knowledge of these languages and how you can use it. And finally, another important point is skills and endorsement. And here you can put a lot, you can choose a lot of skills. So my advice here is to reflect. Why? Because first of all, there are 35,000 different skills listed on LinkedIn. It's a lot. Second, I show you as well on the screen a list of the top words used on LinkedIn that are not so differentiating. So you might reflect as well on the skills that you want to put here, because they are very visible, especially the top 3 that you can choose, by the way. They are very visible, and people who know you have been working with you, will be able to endorse you on these skills. So choose them carefully. Maybe it's more important to have something that is related to your work, like, I don't know, data analysis or ability to work in teams, for instance, collaboration, more important than very technical skills like the use of Microsoft or one of these logiciels. You can input, you have other sections. One section is dedicated to your volunteer experience. Again, it's a way to show how you care for others, how much you are involved in your community. So if you have a volunteer experience, it's the place to put it, and maybe to put a few words to explain what you did exactly, and how much time and how much energy you put in this experience. And finally, a very interesting section is interest. Your interests talk about you. So in this section, you will find the group you belong to, the personalities that you are following, and this talks about you. So again, give it some thoughts when you choose this interest. Another section is recommendations. So here you can ask for recommendations, and it's quite interesting to read for people that don't know you yet. So you might ask for recommendation for former boss, people you worked with in an internship, people you collaborated with on a project. So don't hesitate to ask for a recommendation. It brings you visibility as well as a deeper understanding of your personality. So people that will read your recommendation will understand better who you are and how people that worked with you speak about you. So I propose that you collect your questions, you input it in the comment part under this video, and I will be happy to answer you and maybe to make more another video on a specific section if you want. Okay? Don't hesitate to reach out to me, and if you like it, share to follow me on YouTube. Okay? See you soon, and have fun with your LinkedIn profile. It's super useful, super important. Reflect, use your critical thinking, and it's really an important part of your working identity. See you soon. Bye bye.